All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about something I call the infinite money glitch. It's basically compounding interest, but I want to show it in a way of how I understand it and how I use it to grow an account properly when it comes to day trading. So I'm deciding to start with this video because whenever anybody is looking into a new venture or a new career, they want to know what the potential for income could be. So it's like going to a job interview and not finding out how much the hourly or salary pay is. How can you make the right decision if this is right for you or not, if you don't know what the true potential of income could be? How could you be motivated to be interested in something that might take a while to learn if you don't know what the potential income could be, right? So I think it's important to understand the potential that trading can offer, which is like no other job can offer. So basically, at other jobs, you're trading your time for money, right? In trading, you're leveraging your money to make you more money, and the more money you make, the more money you can continue to make. Basically, yeah, compounding interest, and then you just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Now the trick to doing it safely is the hard part because you have to stay disciplined, follow your plan, especially if you're just starting with a small account. The gains you're getting on that small account aren't going to be substantial to make a living off of right away. But the trick is you're trying to grow that slowly and have that money continue to make more money and continue to make more money. I'll share with you some of the mistakes I made previously, having a different mindset to that. Think of it like the thinking changed for me when I realized like, okay, when you're working a job, they're not paying you every day. I mean, there are some jobs that might be doing that under the table, but most jobs, you're getting paid every 2 weeks. You might be getting paid every month or yeah, something like that, right? So look at trading the same way, right? You don't have to take money out of the market every day because keeping money in your account is actually going to help you make more money. And you keep using that until at the end of the month, at the end of 2 weeks, okay, I got some bills to pay. Now I'm going to pay myself, right? But keep letting your money work for you. You're not the one that's working hard. Your money's the one working hard. The hard part in trading is staying disciplined to follow your rules, being patient. The hard work in trading is sitting on your hands and waiting. I'm going to show you all of that, right? So, okay, so where was I? Yeah, so when I took a leave from work back in November 2021, which I kind of touched base on my previous video, I lost a lot of money that time. But trying to trade full time, I just wanted to get a little bit of a taste of it, something I wanted to pursue. So I took a leave of absence, not a leave of absence, but a leave from work, and I lost $4,000 in the span of a month. Because my focus wasn't on really growing an account, it was on making a daily dollar amount goal, like hitting a goal. This is what I want to make on a daily basis. I was looking at money and not percentages. I think percentages is the better way, is the safer way to grow your account. And that's how my strategy that I'm going to go forward with and how I want to show you guys as well. And if you're interested, you can do it. If not, I just showed you and it's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm showing you how I'm planning to do it. And if you like it, let's go, right? So yeah, when I was doing that, like basically my account size was like $1,000, and I was looking to make like $200 to $300, and sometimes I got lucky making a little bit more, right? But what I came to realize was I could blow my account in just a few trades, like 3 or 4 trades. I could lose that $1,000 right away, and I just thought this was the right way to do it, but it was very stressful at the time, like seeing your $1,000 swinging from like a small tick in the chart would move your account minus 100 plus 100, and it could be seconds to a minute. Like it's very stressful for me, right? And I think that's because I didn't understand proper risk management, proper way to grow my account. And now I've grown, and now trading is a lot less stressful for me. because understanding risk management, I've accepted before I enter a trade, I have accepted that risk. And based off my back-tested strategy, I know my win-loss percentage, and I know if I keep continuing to trade the way I trade, that eventually I will have more profits than I will have losses. But I'll go into that later, right? So, yeah, here, let me show you guys. So basically here, if you're focusing on percentages, right, just look at like 5%, 2%, 1%. And again, I have these different options. This is something I've created before even recording this video. I created this for myself to give myself a visual idea of percentage gains and growing an account. Now, if you're going to choose 5%, 2%, 1%, if I'm going to choose 5%, 2%, 1%, it would be dependent on what my account size is, right? So for a small account size, anywhere from 100 to 1,000, I'd probably go with a 5% gain just to make it a little bit more interesting. There are companies that you can get, you can take a challenge, and if you can follow their rules, here, I'll show you. If you can follow their rules, something like this, like they'll let you trade with 25K, they'll let you trade with 50K, they'll let you trade with 100K, 200K, and all it costs is 275 bucks to take the challenge, and it's refundable if you pass it, right? Um, and your target goals for 30 days is 10%, right? And max daily loss is 5%. Overall max loss, 10%. That's on a 25K account, right? So if I was going to be doing that challenge, which I plan to do in the future, I wouldn't be risking 5%, 2%, not even 1%. I'd only be going for like, well, my gain I would be going for 1%, but the risk I would be going for 0.5% because what is 0.5% on 25K, right? 25K times 0.5%. 125 bucks on a 25K account. How long can you make that last before you lose 10% if it doesn't go your way, right? You have a lot of trades before. So you're giving yourself the best chances basically is that's all you want to do, right? Give yourself the best chances to make more money. And how do you do that? Try to make your account last as long as possible. That's what I'm trying to teach you. That's what I'm trying to show you. That's what I've learned, and that's what I'm applying for myself, right? So, so yeah, basically finding out about these funded accounts, it kind of made me realize that, okay, I should really focus on learning the process and mastering my own process and learning the skill because at the end of the day if I can master that on my small account I can do that on a big account and I don't have to grow a big account myself. I can find someone to give me the money to trade with and have the big account instantly. I just need to master the skill. So that's what I want to teach you guys is to become a profitable, like a consistent, profitable trader, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Although once you have the system, the psychology down, you can make money really fast. So you don't need to really rush the process of making the money. Fall in love with the process, focus on the process, and the profits will come. Learn before you earn, and that will save you a lot of time and money, right? So here, let me show you guys here. So this is why I believe in that I can do this because I've gained more than 5%. 5% is safe on my based on my account size, right? But I didn't really mark here whether it be 5% a day or 5% a trade that you gain. That's completely up to you, right? I'm just showing you the potential here. So this is if it's a day, if it's a trade, you can count it down here, right? So if you're looking to make a gain of 5%, whether it be a day or a trade, um, on $1,000 account, which is reasonable for most people, right? If you have a job, put away a little bit of money, save up $1,000. While you're doing that, focus on learning. Once you have $1,000, try a little bit of the things you've learned, but go small, right? Um, so yeah, $1,000, 5%, $50, right? That's your first day or first trade. Now, if you have that $50, your account grows to 1,050. Now, your next day or your next trade, you're going into that with $1,050. Now you're gaining, you're leveraging more. You're using that infinite money glitch technique now, right? And okay, so now we're gonna go down. So okay, so we could look at this. This could be day 60 or trade 60. So depending, it all depends on you, right? How much time do you have to trade? How 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 confident are you in your trading, and what's your style? Is it scalping? Is it intraday? Is it swing? That's going to affect how fast you can do all this, right? But say it's 60 days, that's roughly 2 months. 2 months starting your $1,000 account, making $50 on your first day. At the end of that 2 months, you made almost 20K, like $17,000, just consistent, just 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%. You see here that 5% like grows quickly as well, right? So here, even 60 days now, if you want to be a little bit safer, if you're relatively new, here, I'll show you 2%. 2% is 3,000 at the end of 2 months, if it takes you 2 months, right? So this is where you have to see where you're at in your stage, what your goals are, and what do you want to do with it, right? So I'm just showing you the potential here. At the end of the day, you have to decide what's right for you. I wouldn't even go into focusing on this yet until you have a strategy that you've tested, you know, your win-loss percentage, and then that'll give you an idea that, okay, so out of 100 trades, I won 60 or 70 trades. I know my win percentage, so I'm gonna break it down. This is how many trades I need to win to make a profit, and this is based on my account size, how many trades I need to take, basically, right? Like like how much do I need to make my account size last before I can see uh profit based on the percentage of your wins. Does that make sense? So here, like for example, take the last, I have a trading journal. I suggest you do that. It's helped me out a lot. It's something I was completely against. At first, I thought I was just smart enough to log everything in my head based on how I felt and just remembering, but this has helped me out a lot, right? Um, but if you look on this side here, green is basically the wins, and then pink or red is the losses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So out of 10 trades, I lost three. So that's a 70% win percentage, right? So that's on a small sample size. I would never just say out of 10, you want to do out of 100. That'll give you a better sample size. And then at that point, you can decide on your risk appetite and stuff like that to what is the right way for you, right? Now, with this being said, when you're risking percentages and you're compounding the growth, you're not always going to win. So you have to know the other side as well, right? So how do your losses compound? So now with trading, there's something called risk versus reward. So I never enter a trade unless my reward is at least two times my risk, right? So if I'm looking for example, like a 5% gain on a trade, I would be risking to lose 2% or 2.5% because it's 2 to 1, right? So basically, if you look at it here, if I'm gonna risk to lose 2% on a trade, it would be $20 on my $1,000 account, which would leave my account at 980 if I lost my first trade. If I lost my second trade, it would be 960. If I lost my third trade, it would be 940. Now, if I won my next trade and make my $50, then that basically almost makes up for the last three losses, right? That's the trick. That's understanding this. So that's what I'm saying. Really focus on learning the strategy and the money, like the money, you can make it fast later, but you have to have the backtester strategy and you have to have your psychology down. I just wanted to focus on this first, again, because everybody wants to understand the potential of trading. How much can I make? How much money do I need to start? You can see you don't even have to start with $1,000. If you're really, really new and you're really itching to get a taste and a feel of the market, start with $100, start with $250. You don't have to start with $1,000, right? But yeah, learn first, earn later. There's so many ways of how you can get to the money once you know what to do, right? And yeah, I hope you learned something from that. This video is not that long. If you have any questions, let me know down below. I would love to connect with anybody that is interested. You can connect with me on social media if you want to send me a private message. I'm just starting up in this YouTube thing. I don't have very many followers yet, so I'm going to be pretty responsive right now. I don't know if it'll be the same if there's a lot of people messaging me down the road. So take advantage of the fact that I'm more available now, and let's get it. Game seven. Let's get this money. Let's change our lives for the better. And best of luck on your journey. And yeah, take care. Peace.